doing the business. Hi, my name is Jacob Bonham, and I'm doing a business communication project proposal. We'll go ahead and get started. Thank you. Now, first, I'd like to start off with the project proposal. What this is for Security Compliance Associates, and I'd like to start off saying that this project is important to the organization because it's going to really streamline our production as far as assessments and reports go. As of now, what we have is the current situation. Our auditors are required to fly to a location, do an assessment, gather the required documents while they're there, and then gather the required documents while they're in the office after the assessment when the customer or client is unable to get them, and then generate and write their own reports. The issue with that is we have a lot of late reports, time restrictions, manual errors, losing business to competitors, losing analysts to competitors. Like in this picture, says your most unhappy customers are your greatest source of learning. And what I've learned from this is our organization is not really behind the eight ball. They're having an issue keeping up with our competitors, and that's due to so many customer complaints from late reports. Like I said, the reason that we have late reports is because our auditors are required to use Microsoft PowerPoint, Visio, Word, Excel, and they do it all from scratch. Now, what the project proposal is I am proposing to management that you all implement new policies and procedures so that all the reports are uniformed and all the auditors are required to follow the same set of rules. Now, the reason for this is because some auditors get their reports done very quickly, but they're not very thorough. Then we have other auditors who are too thorough and add their own creativity to the report, and there's no uniformity, and then reports are late. Now, the success factors are management adopts a uniform procedure, management agrees to an appropriate investment, employees are properly trained, quick and easy rollover from old to new. Now, that'll determine whether this is successful or not. And of course, revenue. We definitely want to increase revenue. Now, there are different alternatives to adopting new policies and procedures and implementing the new software platform. For example, status quo. We could just keep doing what we're doing, but if we do that, we're going to lose business. We're going to fall behind our competitors. A lot of our employees are going to leave our company and go to the more technologically advanced competitors. Or eventually we're going to get bought out. We're going to merge with another company. We're going to have to learn new policies and procedures, and we're going to have to learn new software anyway. Now, what I'm proposing again is my strategic option. To adopt new policies and procedures, it's a very easy thing to do. We'll have to make them uniform. We'll set some time aside to do this, and this is all detailed in my final report. But what the biggest strategic option, or the thing that you guys are going to have to do, is set an investment amount for the automated report for the analysts. This is going to be the biggest factor in increasing our foothold in our revenue. And the reason I say this is because 90%, I'd say 80% of the auditor's time is writing that report. Now, if we had an automated system where the auditor, the analyst or auditor, when they go to the assessment, they fill out a quick little set of question and answers through an app on a iPad or a Samsung Touch. They go through that, and then our database will generate the report, and it'll be a uniformed report. Now, creating this software for software platform for reporting sounds like a big job to take on, but as you can see here, it's actually very simple. So if you look at it, we have our information security audit system there in the middle. From that, all the information from the auditors and the clients will be uploaded via cloud or through the app, and the system will be designed to classify this information, classify these questionnaires that are filled out, classify the documents uploaded, and generate those into two separate reports, a client report and a tracking report. It's just like using Microsoft Project, but it'll be our own. And management will be able to jump in and check the timeliness of all these reports and assessments, which, again, we've been having an issue with. Now, there are benefits and risks to each side of this. The benefits are definitely going to decrease customer complaints, decrease report generation time, increase revenue, and streamline production. That's the most important. Streamline production, because when we're streamlining production, all the others fall in the line. Now the benefit is revenue. We want to make more money, and with the auditors having more time, we can ramp up sales, and then auditors will be able to take that free time to do more assessments. Hence, we grow. Now, some of the risks of their software requires too much investment. Employees are unable to learn new policies and procedures, and software doesn't eliminate the business problems. Now, our biggest business problem are customer complaints. Now, if we're getting out timely reports and they're uniform and they're detailed and thorough, then we get rid of business problems. There is a slight chance that new business problems arise if the software has too many glitches, it's down too often, but that's something that I've planned out in the final report as well, as far as the resource management and whatnot. Now, you're going to ask the revenue risks. The revenue risks are very, very tricky. Now, if sales stay the same without the new software platform, you can see there that revenue is still is important. That's our net revenue. Now, if you look at the next one, you look at sales stay the same, and the software platform, we have the new software platform. You'll see that the expenses are extremely high, and this is why we would need to increase our sales. Now, this is just a projection. This is based on past sales, and of course, every year our sales has risen. So this is if sales were to stay the same, and this is just a projection based on other software platforms that have been built in the past for other companies. Now, this is not to say that this is how much we will be charged, but this is just, again, a projection. My recommendation is that we do create new policies and procedures. This is very important, that all the analysts and auditors are on the same page. As much as we like to say, add your own creativity into it, it's becoming too much of a business problem, and it's causing us to look like we don't have control over our employees, and it makes us look a little bit less professional. Now, the biggest thing is invest. My recommendation is to invest in the software platform. If we invest in the software platform, it's going to greatly reduce the time constraints that our employees have. And that's another business problem, is we lose analysts because we do require them to do it manually, and we're one of the few that actually require that. And a good way to look at it is so many other companies are utilizing the software platform, and they're able to make it. Now, with more time, there's more we can do, if that makes sense to you. With more time, there's more we can do. And the reason I say this is because with more time, we'll be able to invest that time into client retention. We'll be able to invest that time into sales. And with more time, we need the software platform. Now, I'd like to thank you for watching my presentation. And again, my name is Jacob Wadham, and this is for Business Communications.